Yep, that's right. We're doing it again. More CBR. I'm sorry, they're just so dumb, guys. I know. I'm sorry. Um, so I'm like halfway through season 4 of My Hero Academia. I know, Corey, you're slow, or some other quote from Nick Jafari. Anyways, and maybe some of you are getting sick and tired of these videos. About My Hero Academia. I'm sorry, I just like it so much. I'm not a part of the fandom. Sorry, I'm sorry. I gotta make that clear. I'm not part of the fandom. Don't fucking insult me. No, I'm just a decent. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the show. So I'm sorry, but CBR. I think the person who wrote this article doesn't understand My Hero Academia, to be honest with you, because 10 spooky My Hero Academia episodes to binge watch this Halloween. Spooky? Listen, man, My Hero Academia is intended for like a teenage audience. Well, obviously, adults can watch it too, but I started watching this like when I was 14, which was like a year ago, no, not even, and and less than a year, but that's not the point. But the thing is, it's many things. It can be lighthearted, but it's also about, like they say, dreams and heroism, and they're also right. But there's also a darker side, but not spooky. Spooky implies a kind of like kiddie-ish type of scary, something only a kid would find scary. Let me think of an example here. Like, a haunted house. Like, oh my god, dude, you know that old house on like the Liberty Road? Yeah, dude, that's haunted. It's so spooky. Or, dude, those woods are so spooky. When My Hero Academia gets dark, it's not spooky. It's downright fucking terrifying. I don't know if you've ever. I've seen my fair share of horror. I'm a big horror fan, and let me tell you, sometimes this show it's awesome, but it's also pretty. Even when it's scary, it is pretty awesome. But still, I mean, it's not really scary more as it is just like kind of intense and dark. Literally, look at this. They have spooky in the name, but they're literally showing a picture of a guy licking his blood off of his blade. That's stain, by the way. Dude, like, what the hell? Let's just get into this. Izuku Midoriya origin. And they're specifically talking about this scene. Dude, let me tell you right now. This was pretty terrifying to me. I wasn't expecting this. This is something my friend Jack kind of pushed me into watching this, right? I ended up loving it, but dude, this was dark. This was, at first, was depressing, dude. Like, poor Midoriya is sitting here quirkless, depressed, and then he gets almost suffocated by this friggin' slime monsters. One of the spookier moments, I wouldn't call this spooky. He's literally suffocating him with a freaking liquid shit. I don't. Did they do. Wait. Did they do that? Okay, but whatever. With the same slime freaking monster, dude. He freaking, like, almost suffocated Bakugo, too. That was straight up terrifying, too. You literally saw the monster's mouth over Bakugo's mouth. This isn't spooky. This is downright terrifying. Like, Jesus. This villainous blob doesn't just temporarily possess Bakugo. Where are you getting that from? Where did you hit your head? He didn't possess things. That's not what he does. What are you talking about? Possessing things? He doesn't he like uses their bodies after he kills them, to walk around, but I wouldn't count that as possessing. And even then, even if you do consider it possessing, he didn't possess Bakugo. The only way he can possess, as you call it, is if he kills them. Like, what are you talking about? The Blob wasn't the strongest enemies, but he still makes a creepy start for the show. That was more than creepy, dude. That was downright terrifying, dude. Let me tell you, man. That was freaking scary. A season for encounters. What? This was the last episode? That wasn't even that scary. The ending season 3 begins to reveal threats for the next season. There's a particularly vicious display that's one of the scarier renegade gang of villains who operates on their team. Commits some vicious murders over a petty case of robbery. The ruthlessness of villains. That wasn't. Here's the thing about this list. Some of it is like scary, but not spooky. It's much more scary than spooky, and then some of them just aren't like scary at all. And this is one of them. This wasn't scary. Todoroki origin? What? What? How is this spooky? Ooh, spooky origin story. Ooh, spooky. Like, what? Large cast, but that it's not easy for everyone to receive a thorough backstory. Yeah, tell me about it. Grand. Whatever that guy with the big lips name is. I don't even remember his name, that's the thing. That just shows you how little backstory that one has. You know what I'm talking about. He, like, uses sugar to muscles and stuff. I don't even know. But they're absolutely right. Some of them haven't gotten a backstory, at least not in the show yet. I don't know. Not just because Shota's past, just how awful a father. Yeah, but how is this even scary? He forces Rei to marry him purely so she'll give her. Yeah, that's not scary. That's just kind of fucked up. Shoto's childhood is filled with abuse, and Rei even gets sent away to a psychiatric ward. And that makes it spooky how? Fight on Ida. Okay, that was kind of scary, but not spooky in any way. Alright, maybe you can make the case for the first one, but this wasn't spooky. This was straight up scary. Because freaking Ida was like this close to being murdered. Just slaughtered, dude. Particularly fearsome villain because he's unwavering ideology that he pushes. It's not really just because of that. It's more or less. Well, look at his picture. What do you mean? I don't think that's because he's fearsome. I think it's fearsome because he just stabs and murders heroes as he pleases, and then licks their blood to freaking make them what is it? Like makes them they can't move or something. Yeah, like what? I won't really jarring visual. I mean, I wouldn't call it jarring. It's pretty. Do they even pay attention? Jarring. I wouldn't call it jarring. I'd say it's terrifying, and it has a reason behind it. And unpleasant. Okay, now you're really pushing it. See, in Unpleasant Talk, most of it was just like all the heroes, started like planning to take down the Shikas. Did I say that right? Did they say it in here? They don't say it in here. I whatever. You know what I mean. Overhauling his gang. But then there's that part where they realize why they are using Eri. And that's where it gets actually scary, but it's not spooky in any way. Basically, they figure out that they're using Eri's body to make, like, bullet things so that they can temporarily stop someone from using their quirk. They're using this little girl to make ammo that can stop heroes. That's not spooky. That's downright disturbing, dude. What are you on? What are you on about spooky? It's heavy stuff, and these looks. Yeah, okay. So once again, spooky is not the word from. Do they know what spooky means? Do they just think it's the same as like terrifying or disturbing? Because it's not. It's not at all. Encounter with the. That wasn't really scary. I mean, it was probably scary for them, but it wasn't a scary episode. The danger really. Yeah, I'll definitely give them that. This is where we first see like the danger. If this start wasn't enough, then the Warp Gate Madness adds a visually scary component. Okay, so it's spooky because there's this mist portal man. Yeah, that's not even visually scary. That's just, he kind of looks a little spooky. Little tiny bit. I don't even think that would scare my little sister. What? That's not spooky. I haven't seen that episode. That's the only one on this list I don't think I've seen. My Hero, Season 3, Episode 4. Now you're really pushing it, man. Now you're really, really pushing it. Okay, the whole unpleasant talk, that wasn't like a full-on kind of scary. This was scary, but no way spooky. Many of the showdowns My Hero Academia can be properly prepared for by both heroes of them, but sometimes dangerous unexpectedly. A young boy is resistant being attacked by a lead villain is Muscular. Let me tell you right now, Muscular is one of my favorite members of the League of Villains. I'm just getting that out of the way, because he is terrifying. But not spooky. Not at all. Koda looks petrified before Midoriya's sins. However, even after the hero is present, it's still a volatile where the villains have the advantage influence the tone of the scene. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right there. You're absolutely right. But it's not spooky. It's more disturbingly terrifying and awesome because Midoriya is this close to being killed. This ain't like the USJ attack where like they were in battle but didn't have an immediate like thing where they were like close to being killed or anything. They were in battle, but like that was more like the danger with that one was more like All Might because Nomu was like really fucking strong, and he could have easily beaten him. But this, we actually see Midoriya get this close to dying. Like there's literally a scene where he's narrating in his mind. He's thinking in his mind that saying, "I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry." Dude, how is that spooky in any way? That's not spooky. That's downright freaking terrifying, man. Wow. Spooky. So spooky. Spooky. Ooh, ghosty spookies. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going into monkey territory. Oh, come on, really? Temp Squad? I literally just watched this episode like yesterday, dude. What? Dude, this isn't scary at all. What? Yeah, you're putting the Muscular episode where Midoriya almost gets killed behind this one? Toga isn't the main villain. Dude, Toga only came in halfway through. But seriously, is there multiple odds to show you how she may be the most unhinged member? Yeah, you're right. Our spooky pair. I wouldn't say spooky. I think they're just a really cool pair. They're pretty cool, let's be honest. These two are probably my favorite members of the League of Villains. Two of my favorite characters, to be honest. One of the creepiest examples, when Toga takes on and defeats the hero Rock. Toga's transform quirk is also triggered by consumption of blood. Yeah, we already figured that out, though. I'm pretty sure we figured that out. We figured that out during, like, the licensing exam. What? You're acting like you just figured this out. This, in combination with their crazy demeanor, creates a seriously upsetting sequence when the heroes already have enough... Upsetting? What? Encounter? Sure. Oh, whatever. Well, yeah, sure, we'll call this spooky, even though it's... Okay, let me explain this episode to you. So, it's the end of Season 2, right? And this isn't part of any arc. It's just, they're getting ready for the next season where they'll be going to the training camp. And they're just going shopping, and Midoriya gets separated from everyone, including Uraraka. And so he's on his own, and then Shigaraki comes up and basically takes him hostage, right? But doesn't take him away from the mall or kidnap him. He sits him down and has a conversation with him. And he says if he makes any move, he'll not only kill him, but he'll kill as many people he can in the mall before the police get to him. And he has this whole freaking talk. It's not spooky more as it is just damn, Shigaraki's not fucking around. When Shigaraki uses quirk, yeah, we all know. This isn't the first time we see this, by the way. It's creepy enough. It's not really creepy. It's pretty, damn scary. He's literally has his fingers around his neck and is threatening to decay his entire neck off. You know what I mean? It's a worse version of slitting your throat, dude. And he's threatening to kill a bunch of other people after that if he, shouts for help. I don't get CBR. I don't understand what they think spooky means, because this is in My Hero Academia. When it gets dark, it's not spooky. It's scary. That's scary. There's a difference between scary and spooky. Spooky is like, oh, it's a spooky night. It's Halloween. The air, you can feel the spookiness. It's not like that. It's it's like, oh my god, this is terrifying. What's an example of this? It's like if you were walking alone at night and you see like a van following you. That's not spooky. That's downright terrifying. That's the level of that this is on. Whatever, guys. I don't like CPR. Did I mention that? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.